Capital Maria. Ekene Maria jutel na grace osebru anonyeli edengos n'etiti kpọrọ niile ọjazi ngọzi nwa forgive Jesu.
Maria jaso nenke chukwu rebara ndị njayo kita na manọwa amen.
Nyaju odibo nwanyị nke osebru ụwa. Ekene Maria ijutel na grace osebru anonyeli ịdị ngọzi n'etiti kpọrọ niile ọjazi ngọzi nwa forgive Jesu.
Maria jaso nenke chukwu rebara ndị njayo kita na manọwa amen.
Okwu emela arụ. Ekene Maria ijutel na grace osebru anonyeli ịdị ngọzi n'etiti kpọrọ niile ọjazi ngọzi nwa forgive Jesu.
Maria jaso nenke chukwu rebara ndị njayo kita na manọwa amen.
Gabara anyị ayọ onye nke Chukwu dị asọ. Ayịyọ anyị na-ayọ gị o Chukwu ka ịrịnye Kraịst anyị n'ime obi anyị ka anyị bụ ndị nje butere ozi ọma wee mara iwere Kristi nwa gị site n'afọ ya na obe ya wee bata n'otito na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya site na Kristi dị mere anyị.
Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwerenụ gara aga. Ka mkpụrụ obi fa zuru ike na ndokwa.
Amen.
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụnụ. Ka Chineke ji ike niile gọzie ụnụ, Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Ekpere abịala gị site na nkwado ndị Love Bite Foods and Beverages Limited Nnodi. Ndị na-alụpụta Love Bite Bread nọ na nọmba 1 Nwosu Mmaduka Close, Umuru Nnobi, 081-4982-8254.
Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angeles 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are looking for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/gistfm.
Good evening and welcome to Ebona at the 103.5 FM News Update today, Tuesday, the 21st day of March 2023. And the time is 3 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Ifeanyi Ekeze is my name. The headlines. Anambra 2023, trouble looms for Governor Soludo as Speaker, loses re-election bid to opposition. Enugu Guba, APGA condemns election process. Imo Assembly polls, PDP National Secretary rejects results, sets up legal team. Rivers PDP blast opposition parties for governorship election results. UNICEF's immunization records large turnout of women, children in Anambra. Putin welcomes China's Xi Jinping to Kremlin amid Ukraine fighting. Now, details. Anambra 2023, trouble looms for Governor Soludo as Speaker loses re-election bid to opposition. The Speaker of Anambra State Parliament, Uchenna Okafo, has lost his third-term re-election bid to the candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Abushi Bernard Udemezue, for the Ayamelum State constituency. As reported by newsmen, the returning officer of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), Professor George Onwudiwe, said the PDP candidate polled 12,993 votes to defeat Okafor, who contested on the platform of the All Progressive Grand Alliance with 11,445 votes. Uchenna Okafor was seeking a third-term stint in the Anambra House of Assembly before he was upset by his PDP counterpart, the deputy majority leader in the state parliament and candidate of APGA for Urumba North, Emeko Opoka, also lost in his second-term re-election bid to the candidate of the Labour Party, Paul Obu. Obu scored 10,212 votes against Opoka's 7,675 votes. Enugu Guba, APGA condemns election process. The chairman of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, in Enugu State, Ndubisi Eneshi Onya, has expressed dissatisfaction over the conduct of the last Saturday's governorship election in the state. The party chairman also alleged the official of Independent National Electoral Commission INEC of bias in the conduct of the election. Eneshi Onya made the allegation in a statement made available to journalists on Monday. According to the statement, I celebrate the courage and dedication of everyone who braved the violence and threats and came out to vote on Saturday while we await the announcement of a conclusive result by the Independent National Electoral Commission. We would like to state categorically that the All Progressive Grand Alliance completely condemns the gross malfeasance, violence, and illegalities that marred the elections on Saturday. The election was a complete sham carried out in connivance with the electoral umpire in the state and the security agencies who were expected to maintain a neutral stand. It was a dent in our democracy and hopes for a new era in the state. We completely reject the entire process and consider whatever the outcome is as flawed. We commiserate with everyone who was hurt physically and celebrate those who remain adamant in the pursuit of justice and fairness. When a conclusive result is announced, we will make our full position and next steps known, he declared. Imo Assembly polls. PDP National Secretary rejects results, set up legal team. Speaking to journalists in Abuja on Monday, Anyanwu said he rejects the result in totality. He said Imo is not a banana republic where the rights of Imo people will be thrown to the gutters and their votes will not count. We will not allow this impunity and rascality to stand. The exercise was marred with violence and complete voter disenfranchisement. Speaking further, he disclosed that he has consulted with several senior lawyers over the infraction that occurred in Imo in the name of elections and has vowed to explore all legal means available to the National Secretariat of the PDP to recover the stolen mandate of his party. This matter will be taken to court and a strong legal team is being constituted to remedy this daylight robbery. All PDP candidates in Imo are hereby directed to submit all requisite documents, petitions to FID, Asika Ilobi, and co-chambers in Owerri within 72 hours, he added. Briefing journalists separately, the PDP candidates in Wangele and Abo Mbise state constituencies, Solomon Usheka and Prince Will Amushie, alleged that the All Progressive Congress APC candidates suppressed and intimidated the voters. Usheka said that in Wangele local government area, the APC candidate Amara Iwayan compromised the process. The PDP candidate said that he won the lawful votes cast, but the APC candidate in company of security agents allegedly snatched ballot boxes and rewrote election results. Rivers PDP blasts opposition parties for governorship election results. The People's Democratic Party PDP has slammed opposition parties in Rivers State for disputing election results collected so far by the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC in the state. The PDP has maintained a healthy lead in 17 out of the 23 local government areas collected so far by the INEC in Rivers State. The All Progressive Congress APC followed in second position, while the Social Democratic Party SDP and the Labour Party are in the third and fourth positions, respectively. In a statement issued by the Director of Publicity and Communications in the Rivers PDP Campaign Council, Ubonna Muke, the party insisted that the results uploaded on the INEC result viewing portal IREF during the governorship election were a reflection of the wishes of the state's residents. The party described the opposition parties as lazy willers. The statement read, The result uploaded by INEC remain a true reflection of what transpired in the field, regardless of the hue and cry of the opposition. What has transpired is evidence of the friendly bond that the PDP has cultivated over the years with the people and proof of the heartwarming decisions made by the people to deliver victory to the PDP. Most of the governorship candidates whose agents appeared at the state collection center were simply there after losing hopelessly in the field to curry the attention of TV viewers and the press. Their cries are the cries of the indolent. While good men and women toil day and night to guarantee victory, their principals labored lazily, hoping that wishes would become horses, who want to place on record the fact that their agents at their unit, ward, and local government levels did not raise objections when the results were counted. Suddenly, these choristers emerged at the state collection center and turned themselves into disgusting willers. We are not surprised by the dress rehearsal that has been presented to the public, knowing that they would never win. They set out from day one to discredit electoral processes set out by law for the purpose of organizing free and fair elections, claiming they were skewed in favor of the PDP. Given the outcome of the election in areas where results have been released, there is no doubt in our mind that the Rivers people, in whose hand absolute power resides, fully accepted Sir Simlai Fubara and all the PDP candidates. The statement reads: UNICEF's immunization records large turnout of women, children in Anambra. United Nations Children Fund (UNICEF) has begun free medical health care outreach for women and children in 7 local governments ravaged by 2022 flood in Anambra State. There was large turnout of women and children at Okuko in Obaru local government, one of the centers for the 5-day outreach where COVID-19 vaccine and immunization will be administered to the beneficiaries. Local immunization officer for Obaru, Mrs. Chukuneke Modesta, addressing reporters, attributed the mass number recorded at the center to aggressive sensitization. She said the immunization, which would hold in 16 wards, was for babies from 0 to 2 years, while the COVID-19 vaccine were for adults yet to receive their jabs. She said, "We are not surprised with the large turnout of women and children who are here to receive the medical service. Besides, we have enough vaccines that can take care of 2,000 children." Besides being free, Anambra State Primary Health Care Development Agency, in collaboration with UNICEF, engaged town announcers to inform women of exercise, especially those at the hard-to-reach areas. Many of the children missed their routine immunization because their parents were forced to relocate during the flood that submerged their houses. The intervention program is an opportunity to catch up with the medical services. Appreciating UNICEF for the gesture, Chukuneke, however, identified accessibility to hard-to-reach areas of the local government as one of the major challenges affecting the exercise. One of the challenges we have is that some of the communities are difficult to access, being a riverine area. The terrain is so bad that even motorcycles cannot get to some places except you trek. But we must take the program to those areas within the period of this outreach because we notice that many mothers have missed their children's routine immunization, she said. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Putin welcomes China's Xi Jinping to Kremlin amid Ukraine fighting. Russian President Vladimir Putin has warmly welcomed China to the Kremlin, sending a powerful message to Western leaders that their efforts to isolate Moscow over the fighting in Ukraine have fallen short. Xi trip, his first abroad since his re-election earlier this month, showed off Beijing's new diplomatic swagger and gave a political lift to Putin just days after an international arrest warrant was issued for the Kremlin leader on war crimes charges related to Ukraine. The two major powers has described Xin's 3-day trip as an opportunity to deepen their no-limit friendship. China looks to Russia as a source of oil and gas for its energy-hungry economy and as a partner in standing up to what both see as U.S. aggression, domination of global affairs, and unfair punishment for their human rights records. The two countries, among the 5 United Nations Security Council's permanent members, also have held joint military drills, and U.S. officials have picked up indications China is considering supplying Russia with weapons for its fight in Ukraine, but have seen no evidence they are actually done so. They smiled and shook hands while before sitting down and making brief statements at the start of their meeting in the Kremlin, calling each other their friend and exchanging compliments. Putin congratulated Xi Jinping on his re-election and voiced hope for building even stronger ties. China has made a colossal leap ahead in its development in recent years, Putin said, adding that it is causing genuine interest all around the world and we even feel a bit envious as Shinji smiled. He welcomed China's proposal for political settlement in Ukraine and noted Russia is open for talks. For talks, we will discuss all those issues, including your initiative that we highly respect, Putin said. Our cooperation in the international area undoubtedly helps strengthen the basic principles of the global order and multipolarity. Moscow and Beijing share a course. Both countries have accused Washington of China and global leadership in an increasingly multipolar world. The US and its allies have been unable to build a broad front against Putin, while 141 countries condemn Moscow in a United Nations vote marking the first anniversary of Russian troops rolling into Ukraine. Several members of the G20, including India, China, and South Africa, abstained, as well as many African nations have refrained from openly criticizing Russia. We hope that the strategic partnership between China and Russia will, on one hand, uphold international fairness and justice, and on the other hand, promote the common prosperity and development of our countries, Xi said. Following the success, Xi Jinping called for China to play a bigger role in managing global affairs, calling for a ceasefire that does not include the removal of Russian forces from Ukrainian territory would effectively of Russian conquest. He told reporters in Washington the world should not be fooled by any tactical move by Russia supported by China or any other country to freeze the war on its own terms. Kyiv officials say they won't bend in their terms for a peace accord. This is where we draw the curtain on news update on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Anambra 2023, trouble looms for Governor Soludo as Speaker, loses re-election bid to opposition. Enugu Guba, APGA condemns election process. Imo Assembly polls, PDP National Secretary rejects results, set up legal team. Reverse PDP, blast opposition parties for governorship election results. UNICEF's immunization records large turnout of women, children in Anambra. Putin welcomes China's Xi Jinping to Kremlin amid Ukraine fighting. You just listened to news update on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Ifeanyi Ekezie. Thank you for listening once again. Good evening.
103.5 FM immediately after Angelus, 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are looking for a new Nigeria,
you can as well listen online via mixlr.com/gistfm. All day, every day, who's bad? Hit it! Ebonadi 103.5 FM. Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebonadi 103.5 FM with Martin Ifeanyi Ekezie every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebonadi 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm. facebook.com/GistFM. Every Monday and Saturday, what are your political views? Keep a date.
My name is Chief Dr. Sir Bob Manuel Udoku, Zana Bankili Dogidi. Keep listening to Ebonadi FM 103.5 Ogidi.
How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebonadi FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be,
Government.
Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets, in your community. Street report is here with hardcore journalists to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifanj, as number the first every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebonadi 103.5 FM.
Thank you. Like, subscribe, and share, right?
In your
Thank you.
face. On Ebonadi
24/7.